Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're giving away our third gold pass for the 34,000 subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max on one entry. All the rules are in the pinned comment and description of the video. The winner will be posted after tomorrow night's video, so in 24 hours. Now, we're gonna get into the top 3 strategies for CWL. The first one being Super Hogs, or I should say mass Super Hogs. Here's the hero equipment. I will offer some changes that you guys can do. Because we're doing a hero dive with the log launcher, you don't have to have the earthquake boots. I like them a lot. If you want, you can change over to the giant gauntlet rage. Heck, you could do the giant gauntlet and spiky ball as well. That's a little bit heavy on the epic equipment side. Queen, magic mirror with the action figure. If you want, you can have the magic mirror and the healer puppet. Warden, Eternal Tome and Healing Tome, I'd recommend if you're just starting off with the Super Hogs. I do like it a tad bit better with the Life Gem because of its buff, but I feel like if you're struggling keeping your Super Hogs alive, Healing Tome is a nice little kind of buffer you can have. Royal Champion Electro Boots and Hog Puppet, you could do Electro Boots and Haste, you could do Electro Boots and Rocket Spear, totally up to you because you are recalling her. But now, let's go into the first attack. Okay, let's see if we can get ourselves a nice 3-star with this. What's the target? Well, we see an invisibility tower. Getting in towards there would be nice to set that off. But I also kind of would like to take out the CC. So we could do this 2 different ways. We could run in towards from 3 o'clock here. Set off this Giga Bomb I actually kind of want to do too. I might just huck a wizard there to eat that. But I think from the top side to make sure we get in towards the CC might be our better bet. So let's try doing that. Let's go Ice Golem, Log Launcher, Yeti to support Super Wall Breaker just to make sure we're in right off the bat. I'm going to go Baby Dragon over here to make sure the king kind of patched correctly. Even if he doesn't, it's fine. I can have a Super Wall Breaker out here. Headhunters to support for that. I'm going to get... Oh, Poison Spell was what I wanted, but I have a Freeze Spell by accident. That's okay. I'm going to pop the king ability here. No problem. More Headhunters for the enemy minion prince. And then I could get a Skeleton Spell here to distract for the mono. Perfect so far. I forgot to do my RC dive. Kind of unfortunate, but I can do that now. That's a little bit my bad. I kind of rushed the hero dive. I decided to do it over here. Reason for this is I want my Royal Champion to kind of fight those ricochet cannons off. User, and then let's send in our Super Hogs during this. Get our Warden in here. He's on air. Wow, what a joke. Okay, now I'm going to go like this. Rage, Warden ability, heal everything up. Even though we just ate that, was a big gaff on my part to not use that, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes happens to the best of us. That was for sure supposed to be not how I wanted that to go, especially because my hogs might take some damage here, especially from that scatter shot. But your Royal Champion dive should be first. That was a big error by me. But you know what? I think we might still get this done. Let's see. I'm going to make this invis. Push the Super Hogs to make them healthy. Wow, that was a clunker for sure. But you know what? I still think we're going to get the job done. Goes to show the power of the army. But my, oh my, was I ever acting reckless? I do want to actually explain this in a replay because I feel like I didn't do a good, proper job. I just started attacking. And I got the 3-star more because I just know how the army works. Not more to show you guys. Because I got, like, I've just used this so much that I kind of understand how it's done. So it's a little bit unfair, like even with all those mess ups. But I guess it's nice to show that it still works like this, even if you didn't have the best attack of your life, like for example here. But I'll show you the most basic part of how it's done. Then we'll move over to the number 2 strategy because I don't want to leave on the sour note. Okay, I was so gung-ho about it, but here, let me slow this thing down. What I want to do first is start with your Royal Champion dive. Because you're using the Spirit Box, you want to make sure you look at the time. So I'm going to send my RC in. First invisibility we're going to do at 2 minutes, 56 seconds. So just like this, nothing too crazy. She'll take down the mortar, and then she'll run invis in towards the ricochet cannon. Perfect. Our Spirit Box is healthy. Everything is good. We're going to get the next invisibility here at 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Then just keep an eye out on your Royal Champion. She should be good to go. Next one at 2 minutes, 36 seconds. I like to just drop it a little bit later than 2 minutes, 36, like 2 minutes, 35 and like 30 milliseconds. That's the way I like to do it, but here, Royal Champion still moving through, doing great. Gonna keep pushing. I have the recall left, but we're gonna have that last round of invincibility for the Royal Champion because the Spirit Fox is still alive. And now I'm just gonna recall. She did her job. Now, building on this, we're going to dive in towards whatever section. I think this ricochet cannon to build off that funnel created by the royal champion. We're going to go like this. Yeti to funnels on one side, baby dragon for the other. I'm going to send in a Valkyrie too to distract. And then at this point, you can help out with some headhunters. And then you choose where you want. Like here, I like to open up the king ability. Here, we're using the giant gauntlet and rage just to show up a different version. Queen's running in here. She's going to take care of all of that. And you know what? At this point, we can just use Super Hogs to build a crazy push at the opposite side. I'm going to send the Royal Champion with them. Queen's doing great in the core. I'm going to send these headhunters in. And then hopefully I don't lose all my hogs kind of at a wonky direction. But I am going to use the Warden ability right here. I'm going to heal these ones up. Poison spell on the ice golems. Royal Champion's kind of doing her own thing. King's off and running. Fine for right now. Get some wizards in for cleanup. Queen's going to deal with the ice golems quite easily. And then we still have another heal spell left to use, which I'm probably just going to use right here. Royal Champion, I could actually maybe use a rage on. I feel like that might be worthwhile. Get the hogs out front. Royal Champion's going to stay safe. And then she's actually going to become raged up, which is awesome. And at this point, I'm going to pop the queen ability, get the action figure equipment out. Hopefully send some super wall breakers her way and deal with this. But just goes to show, any different version of the army does work quite well. I like this army. I think if you are a fan of hybrid, you can kind of use Super Hogs to kind of get that effect back in your life. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what you think about it. I hope I explained it better on this version. I was just way too clunky on that first one. That was my bad. But we got our 3-star. A little bit close on time. But hey, the queens are going to get it done. And we love to see that. Even here, you can change things up like I did. Giant Gauntlet and Rage for the king. And queen, if you need the magic mirror and healer puppet, you don't have to have the action figure. I can do a separate video on Super Hogs as well. But now, let's go turn our attention to the number 2 army. Okay, the next army is Masked Dragons. But for this one, you can totally use Dragon Riders as well. And I could show that version off too. It's literally the same thing. Just ripping out the dragons and adding in Dragon Riders. It's one of my favorite attack strategies in the game. But I wanted to put dragons here because I know most players like this. King, you see the snake bracelet and spiky ball. Doesn't have to be that way. You can use the spiky ball and earthquake boots, giant gauntlet rage, whatever. I'm just a big fan of the snake bracelet. The one change you can make is you can put the phoenix on the king, but I actually have a little bit of a mistake here. I want this to be the phoenix because 11 invis, sometimes you can have some trouble with time, so I would have that. And then for the warden, you can use Sneezy, and I can show that off. Mine's level 5, and we can go check this out into Legends so you can see how we do. But what do we got here? So 2 sweepers pointing in directions against each other. Or see, I just want to cut a portion of the base. I could go in towards the monolith, but I actually think getting in towards the single target inferno might be my best bet. With the spear, Phoenix, you less have to worry about time. You can send your Royal Champion in, and then you just have to be careful what defense is outrange, which is the monolith, the ground expo. So just be careful of those, and obviously the town hall. But Royal Champion at this point should run in towards the bomb tower, which is totally fine. But remember, you want to get these invisibilities going because you do not want to have her taking too much damage. I don't usually like to rage her up. You can't. I've had some success with that. But for the most part, I try to steer clear of the Royal Champion having a rage. Now I'm going to try pushing her in towards a scatter shot. Yes, nice. The CC is nearby, which is a little bit scary. So let's see. Once that goes down, I'm going to make it invis like this. I got to see which direction does she run in towards. Bottom side. That's okay. Not exactly where I wanted her to go. I'm going to send the king, siege barracks, at the opposite side. Royal Champion can now clear this out. The king with its bracelets should be able to fight over there. Single target inferno would be nice to snag out. Sweet. I'm going to pop the king ability here. And then through all of this, we're going to get in our dragons spread out like this. I'm going to save 1 dragon for cleanup. Get the minion prince in there with them. And here my Royal Champion did her job. We can have a freeze for the sweeper. Because the reason I attacked in towards the sweeper, honestly, I was being a little bit cocky because I knew I could make it through here. I'm going to rage it all up. And then I have the minion prince ability, which I really have trust in. Because once I fire this shot off kind of here, perfect. Everything's going to get frosted. And we should be good to go. Yes, I missed that sweeper, which was bad by me. But I knew I had the healing tome there. And my minion prince was right in range. And down it goes. That one dragon on the side was trying to solo the enemy king, which is not, unfortunately, it's not going to make it. But the Yetis are distracting that single target Inferno, which is just spectacular. And some of these dragons are eating the Seeking Air Mines. We have so many dragons up, a lot of time left on the attack. And at this point, it's just that scatter shot and air defense left up. Dragons at the top side, dragons down here. You can add the Rage Gem in as well for the Warden. That version is completely up to preference, and I like for players to decide what they like. For me, I like the Healing Tome. I think it works great and pairs nicely with the dragons. If you feel like you need some more power and time's being a problem, use the Rage Gem. It meshes really well with actually the Minion Prince as well, but I feel like the dragons do fine without it. There's still 25 seconds left in this battle, and we kind of crush the space. I'm debating on showing this attack with Dragon Riders as well. And you know what? I will, because that version works as well too, and I kind of put it side by side with the Masked Dragon, so I'll see you guys there with the Dragon Riders. Okay, this time for the Masked Dragon Riders, I'm going to bring in the Queen just to show off. This works with the dragons as well. You can change out the Queen and King. It doesn't really matter. But Dragon Riders also still at the number 2 slot here. But I just wanted to show this off with the dragons. But let's see how we can do. This is the version I like better. I don't know why. I just really like the Dragon Riders. Now, for the Queen's Giant Arrow, I might just take out both those sweepers. And I think a shot kind of at this tile does great. Yeah, perfect. Now, Royal Champion, I'm going to path her a little bit away and try getting in towards the Monolith. If I can do that, that'd be sweet. I'm going to try keeping my Queen alive because it's not really worth it for her to go down automatically. So a couple of these invisibilities on her is no big problem. Because if she ends up getting this Minion Prince, we are a happy camper. Royal Champion, pathing in towards the core, which is nice. And now let's see, another invisibility on my Queen. Because obviously she's going to start fighting this CC, which is a little bit interesting. Royal Champion, please path over here. Yeah, nice. She's at the Fire Spitter. Queen's going to go down now, but she got the value I was looking for. Because I kind of just wanted to take care of the Minion Prince. Now, Royal Champion just going to push her through the Monolith because the Monolith's going to go down anyway. And you know what? I might push her through this Ricochet Cannon as well. Because it's ground targeting, it really doesn't provide me too much value. But if I get that Fire Spitter, that'd be great. And that last invisibility was poor. All good. Dragon Rider is going to go defense to defense. And we're going to go like this. When I'm using my Queen, I like to bring in the Slammer. With the King, it's the Siege Barracks. So, let's see here. Everything doing good. I'm going to use early Warden ability. Keep everything healed up. And then I can use this free spell for whenever I need. Maybe just by this Town Hall. Minion Prince ability in a second. I don't need it just yet. I'm going to let him path a little bit further. And maybe provide a Rage here. Let's see. Get some more minions in for cleanup. Sweet. And then Minion Prince, once he fires, kind of at this corner, is when I want. But right now his shot's not lining up. I want him to line up by that scatter shot. Then we would actually get some value out of it. But you know what? His Angry Jelly effect wore off. And now he's not going to chase after anything. Dang it, Minion Prince. I was hoping you'd actually run after the Queen. Because now she's going to pick off my Dragon Riders. Which is obviously not ideal. But, oh, I took my Queen down. Wow, that's unfortunate. Boo, Minion Prince. What are you doing? But, oh, she's still chasing them. If she's not, that'd be great. Because she's not really doing anything. I still have a bunch of them up, and they kind of cleared through all the defenses. But even if they go down, at this point, we have so much cleanup left over. It's going to be fine. Pop the Minion Prince ability like this. Oh, wow, I got so much value out of it. No, I didn't, obviously. I'm just joking around. But goes to show, sometimes you can have attacks like this, which are a struggle a little bit. Your dragons don't path. Dragon Riders don't exactly path with your Minion Prince, which can cause a problem. But hey, if you don't like the Dragon Riders, go over to the dragons. But now, we're going to turn our attention into the number 1 army, which still, to this day, is it's the Root Riders, man. They're just so good. It doesn't matter if you're using Fireball Root Riders, regular Root Riders with King and Queen, Root Riders with Minion Prince. They're just number 1. Be it in normal mode, be it in hard mode, they have to be number 1. Sorry for spoiling it, but I'll see you there. Okay, for the last attack, it is going to be Root Riders. You can use this version with the Minion Prince. You can change it out for the King, like I said. Heck, you can use the Fireball Rocket Loon. No, Fireball. How did I say it again? Oh, my God. Root Rider Fireball. My God. I just shared it yesterday. You can check that one out, too. But I'm actually going to do it against this base here in War. What my plan is to dive into a section with the Royal Champion, set the funnel, and then Queen and Siege Barracks at the opposite side. Root Riders between that. And that's all she wrote for the base. So let's check this out. Which angle should we choose? In my opinion, I don't want to go for the Town Hall because there's a Giga Bomb there, right? So we need to get one of these corners. Be it we're choosing 3 o'clock, be it we're choosing 12 o'clock. We do have to start before the timer goes because we're using the Spirit Box. I think 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock is fine. Because they're symmetrical, it doesn't really matter which one we go into. So let's go here towards the Archer Tower. First invisibility, 2 minutes, 56 seconds, no problem. We have the silly Spirit Box taking some damage there, all good. Next invisibility, 2 minutes, 46 seconds. There we go. She should stay safe once she moves towards the bomb tower. Nice job there by us. Now that goes down. Next invisibility, 2 minutes, 36 seconds. I was a little bit early here, and now she's going to run through and start taking some damage. I'm going to hope this next invisibility comes through. Pop the Royal Champion ability here. Now we're going to push her through. Let's see how much value she can get. Once she carves through here, I'm not going to get and try rushing this. I'm going to, boom, perfect. That was great. We're going to go Queen, Siege Barracks, couple Super Barbs. Super Barbs over here too. Super Wall. Breaker for the Queen. And then we're going to go Skeleton Spell. Or do I not have a Skeleton Spell? I got, dang it. I have Freeze only. I guess that's fine. Let's go like this. Minion Prince. Warden. When you're running the Minion Prince, I like to have the Rage Gem. It just works what works best for me. Now with all this damage here, I'm going to pop everything and then maybe the Minion Prince ability right through here. That's spectacular. Work through our first Rage. Queen's doing good on the outside. I am going to pop her ability. And you know what? I might overgrowth this out. Get the Queens healed up. The core's doing good. Even if we take some damage, it's fine. I'm going to freeze. I'm going to Rage again. Through all of this, I'm going to go Wizards over here. I think we did a great job with that overgrowth so the Ricochet Cannons wouldn't just, and multi-archer wouldn't just snipe out my Queen. Minion Prince in the core of the base. And going to take down the enemy Minion Prince, which was awesome. The healers are keeping everything alive. That Giga Bomb is going to hurt a lot because it might take down my Minion Prince, which is actually fine. We still have a bunch of Yetis up. Minion Prince now maybe actually might go down. Once he takes care of that Rage, or that Expo, I'm totally fine. Actually, you know what? He might survive this whole attack. We shall see. Actually, the Ricochet Cannon might cause us some issues. My Minion Prince will probably end up going down, but we still have healers, the Giant, a Yeti. This is done for. Number 1 base, smoked by the Root Riders. Actually, I shouldn't say smoked. In terms of time, it was smoked, but we did lose most of it, but we saw Root Riders up. The Giant's nice. Yetis, Minion Prince, and heck, even Diggy survived. That's hilarious. This is the number 1 army in the game, but it's their different versions too, so it doesn't have to be this one. Like I said before, I'm not going to say it again, but let me know what you guys thought about the video. Remember, we're giving our gold pass away for this video. 434,000 subs. All you got to do is subscribe, like this video, drop 1 comment. That's it. All the rules in the pinned comment and description of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck in CWL. Peace out.